This life is full of mysteries, a lot of it. In fact, the journey about Edochie, Judy Austin, Obasi Mogalu, and May, and of course, Sarah Martins, it has made us see deep into the complexity of our society. A lot of people might think life is so simple. Well, it depends on which angle or what side of it you are. If you recall back then, Sarah Martins was going back to back on May. Not until she said she's no longer a sinner. She said she's now a repentant terrorist. That she's no longer devil's advocate. That she has given her life to God. And that she will never be a tool in the hands of Delilah anymore. She said ever since she involved herself, made herself available to be used for the things of darkness, for the easy works of wickedness, she said her life has not remained the same. She says she's a divorcee and a single mother, although she's not single, although she's not married, not a remarried person. She said she has been struggling with her business. This sort of made her do a U-turn. She went inwards, searched her mind, searched herself, and she came out to say, no, I'm not doing this again. She started calling out Judy Austin, and she vowed to do more. At one time, she said, private things that you have told me, confided in me back then when we were both in the kingdom of darkness, I will not say it. I will not speak it. But if you push me, I will. Now, Sarah Martins did not pause at that. Why am I saying this? It's because of the latest. Edochie had called Sarah Martins because Sarah Martins was going like fire for fire, back to back, even when she had no reason to fight. Sarah Martins would deliver. Everyone was waiting to see what Sarah Martins had up her sleeves. They wanted to know, what else do you know? What do you have more to give to us? We want to know. Is there something mysterious, something that we need to find out? Tell us the direction so we go for it. Sarah Martins kept dishing out. She included Edochie. Not because Edochie is directly involved in this matter. There are certain persons that Judy Austin and Edochie took money from them to do job, loan. They have refused to pay. This is where Edochie got involved. Edochie had to call Sarah Martins like, hey, if you are going to fire anybody, I'm not going to say no, don't. But please, if there is a way to not fire shots at my son, because if he cannot feed, who knows what he will do? If he can't sustain himself, I don't want him to now come home to the village and money that we've kept at home as pensioners to feed ourselves starts disappearing. And we cannot feed you, Judy, and their children. Please, take it easy. Oh, tamper justice with mercy. Make it easy on him. So, Sarah Martins had retracted her weapons of war, fashioned against Judy and you. She kept mute a bit, just for a period of time, hoping that her money was going to be paid back. She said they owe her I think 1 million naira, which is not cheap feed anyway. That's $1,000 something or plus. That's not money you pick on the street. She said they owe me this money and they've not paid me. Before we proceed further, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, may God bless you. If you also want to be a part of this, you want to encourage us on what we are doing, kindly tap on the same button. The world of wickedness. So, back then, Sarah Martins was telling us some things, and now she's telling us more. When you talk about diabolic, talk about Judy Austin. You know, when Sarah Martins was saying it continuously that Judy Austin is a prayerful woman, she's a prayer warrior, she's a woman that can intercede, I knew that you don't need to tell us about the prayerfulness of Judy Austin. We all can see that there is no iota, no drop of prayers inside of her. Why? Who goes out publicly to say, Jesus is my uncle, Mary is my auntie, oh, I have been a child that has been challenged since I was young. I was never, she said this at the trying moment of May, trying to create an impression that May had gone spiritual, diabolic on her. Her husband, because we've given Juliana to him, to her, like take your Edochie, it belongs to you. May is better off without him. We've handed it over to her. So she said they had struck arrows at her when she was pregnant. Well, that alone shows that she's not anything near prayers. She's a diabolic person. She goes around with false prophets, false prophetess, marine, water spirit, wannabe pastors, prophet, prophetess, seers, spiritualist. Those are the people she goes to. Eventually, we saw it on Edochie's page, praising those wine Mary, water priestess. In fact, to further buttress it, because he has been spiritually scammed. You know you can be scammed spiritually too. He looked at himself. He felt that this is the way, the truth, and the life. He named the company. He gave it Isimili. And he bears Isimili Ejiofor. That's part of the hype. Alias, that Judy Austin. You hear her say this rant. Isimili Ejiofor, the head of the sea, the head of the water. Oh, the head of the water, because we have different types of body of water. Their own water is one dirty stream like that. I don't even know if I'm going to call it a stream, because it's stagnant water that's accumulated a lot of dirt. That is the one that they are the king over, because both of them are king and queens of it, because their life is full of debris, dirt, shit, shite, piss. That's what they have. Head of what? Well, Sarah Martins made us realize that Judy Austin had gone to the compound, the house. You know those villages, they have compound that belongs to you. You just build your property on a portion of it and you have the rest for you to enjoy nature. So she went there. She had taken a portion. Sarah Martins told us this. Taking a portion of the sand. And Judy Austin was aware of this. In fact, both of them were like, okay, let's take a trip. Then she was also doing the doings of darkness. That's how she got to know. They took this sand. This sand is to make sure that by force, she's accepted into that family. And two, whenever they need to invoke the name of their duchess or their duchess or for whatever they need to do, they need something like a connection. So she does not go constantly to get whatever they asked her to get. She took something from that land, from where Pet Edochie lives, to do the undoable. Yes. But